Your phone bill. You see that federal universal service charge. Not optional, we have to pay it. And part of that fee goes to the Lifeline program. Started in 1984, it's there to make sure people aren't cut off from family, job opportunities, and emergency services. A good purpose if it's used correctly, but that's the problem. Fraud and greed are costing you billions, yes, billions of dollars. What once was a small limited program for landlines grew to include cell phones in 2008. Cell phone plans that include 250 minutes per month. The cost of the program back then, $819 million. The cost now, $2.2 billion last year alone. Louisiana Senator David Vitter calls it the entitlement mentality on steroids, pushed in part by the cell phone providers themselves.
Sure. I mean, the intent in the selling feature is to provide phones for people who are in a really tough situation. Unfortunately, it was peddled by the phone companies who make money off this, and now they're standing at street corners all across America, literally handing these out without checking verification, without checking eligibility. And the reason's simple. Every phone they hand out, that's $9.25 to them, to the company, every month, every phone.
Further studies by the FCC get more detailed and more disturbing. There's supposed to be a one phone per household limit. Vitter says that's not happening.
They easily found almost 300,000 households that have more than one of these free taxpayer-funded cell phones. That's completely illegal. That's completely contrary to the rules. Secondly, they went to the top 5 companies and asked if they could verify the eligibility of the folks they signed up for the program. Those top 5 companies could not verify the eligibility of 41% of the folks they signed up. 41%, almost half.
I emailed freegovernmentcellphones.net, touted as the #1 authority on free cell phones. I asked 6 questions and got 6 short responses. I asked about corruption in the system. Their response, there is a lot of waste in the system, and we are against that and the fraud. We've given out the phone number to report waste and fraud. I asked for an interview. Their response, sorry, we don't do phone interviews. So how do you propose to fix this problem?
I propose to end the program.
Vitter's efforts are part of a bipartisan bill that includes Iowa Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill.
A lot of folks like me are concerned about it. A lot of ratepayers who fund this by paying their phone bill are concerned about it. Unfortunately, there are folks up here who are willing to go along with the big phone lobby that's making millions of dollars on this.
So do you see change in the future?
I'm working very strongly toward that. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think once the American people fully realize the money that's involved, the fraud that's involved, yes, we'll finally get some change.
You can apply for these cell phones online and they'll ship it to you. There are no permanent storefronts in our area. I tried to get similar interviews with Senators Jeff Sessions and Richard Shelby and Congressman Joe Bonner, but their representatives told me they were not available. We'll continue to track Senator Vitter's proposal as it progresses. Back to you.